All right, how do podcasters make money? There's a lot of different ways that podcasters make money. I talk to podcasters all the time. Everyone uses different methods. So today I pulled a clip from an interview that I had with Justin, who's got a really successful podcast. He's got over 2 million downloads. He's used the podcast to build community that grew into more things. But I'll let him explain it here in this clip. So stay tuned for that. This channel is sponsored by TubeBuddy. If you create YouTube videos and you do not have TubeBuddy, there's a link in the description to download it and get a free 30-day trial on the premium plan so you can get all the extra perks, and then it bumps you down to the free plan and has a ton of value. I've been using it for years, and I think most YouTubers have it installed. So if you don't have it already installed, use the link in the description. You get 30 days free, and they're sponsoring this video. So thanks, TubeBuddy. So what are some ways that you've been able to, like, maybe income sources from a high level that you can do when you're doing podcasting?
Yeah. So, I mean, for me personally, it was just from building community, right? But so I built a community, which then became a live event, which then became speaking, which then became a live event, which then became a mastermind, right? So all of those streams of income came because I bought a microphone, right? The microphone's my vehicle. If YouTube is your video vehicle, that's cool. If blogging is your vehicle, that's great too. But the idea is, one is you can build a community, and then from there, find out what they want and give it to them. That's it. Like it could be a physical product. It could be an online course, all of those things. So that's one way. Another way is, this is a great medium to connect with human beings. And you kind of mentioned this before, and I don't remember if it was in this conversation or the conversation before, so excuse me.
Yeah, might have been both.
Yeah, who knows? But people utilizing podcasts to get clients. Look, here's the thing. If you have something great to sell to somebody, the best way to get in front of your ideal client is to interview them. Like I say, look, if you're trying to sell to a CEO of a company, if you send him a cold email to try and sell him something, he's not going to reply, or he's going to say, get out of here, right? But if you reach out and say, hey, I've got a podcast, I love what you're doing with your business, let's have a chat, he's going to give you 45 minutes of his time. He's going to get open and vulnerable, and he's going to talk about his story. It's going to be a little bit easier to sell them on the back end. So that's another way to utilize this platform, is to build those strong relationships, right? And then in general, like, I know people who have podcasts, and I don't personally do it yet, but affiliate marketing, things like that. Because selling advertising in a podcast platform, which you can do as well, you have to have massive numbers for it to really move the needle at all. Like, I've gotten offers from companies, and it's just not worth it. It's not worth it for me to sell out my business or sell out my listeners to run an ad that barely pays a bill, right? Like, I'm like, that just doesn't make sense. And so that's just the reality of podcast advertising dollars. But there's other ways you can do it: partnerships, packaging things together, affiliate marketing, getting clients from it, building out from your community. That is just the tip of the iceberg of things that you can really do with this platform. But for me, it was, I built a community and then I served them. I said, what do you want? And then I delivered.
It's pretty awesome. So Justin was able to make an income from his podcast by building community. That community sort of led to speaking events, which led to hosting events. So he's just sort of grown it over time, and now he does mastermind groups with people. So there's a lot of different ways that people can make money. He explained a few others here because he talks to a lot of other podcasters. Podcasting is very good for talking to potential clients. So if you have a service, you definitely could start a podcast that specializes in talking to whoever it is that your ideal client is, and then it's easier to get those conversations with those people. Other ways are affiliate marketing or doing ads. That's a little bit worse of a method in comparison to some other platforms like YouTube, where YouTube, it's a little bit stronger to get ads and affiliate marketing. Podcasting just sort of lacks that. It's harder to get those links that you can click and things like that. So there's a lot of different strategies for different platforms, and that's what we talk about on this show. If you'd like to check out the full interview with Justin, the link is in the description. If you're interested in starting a podcast, I host a weekly meetup for influencers. So if you're interested in tuning into that, Justin actually guest spoke there and shared some of his secret sauce in an intimate setting before coming on as a podcast on the show. So in the meetup, we have a more intimate setting, and we get some deeper dive informations than what we actually get on this podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.